Welcome back to the belted Galloway Homestead. Here with the belties. Always wondering what's going on. Today I need to clean out their water, and I thought I would take an opportunity to share something with you that's worked really well here on the homestead. And I like hearing about ideas that work well on the homestead and ideas that didn't work very well in the homestead. And there's those ideas in the middle, you know, that's just up to people's opinions whether they're good or not. But when you get on the one end or the other, and you get something that's really good, or you get something that's not, I like seeing those and I like sharing those. And this is one that's really been a good product. Now, this is something I installed. I had a contractor come in and dig a trench and install the water line, but then I did the concrete pad and I mounted the water up here. And this is a insulated automatic waterer made by Ritchie, and I'll put some information in there and even some links if anybody's interested. But man, is this the good. I'm up here in the northern climate, and it gets pretty darn cold in the wintertime, and I haven't had any issues since I started using this new style here, which is like, it's all plastic. I had a metal one, a Ritchie one, that I had problems with, and you know, I'm out there in the wintertime on my knees working on it. And I also found one of the cows found that they could straddle it and on the edges of the metal and scratch themselves, and I think probably didn't go well for the Ritchie water. But these here got the round corners on them. They really can't do any too much scratching with them and that, and it's really turned out to be good. So I'm gonna open this thing up. These screws come off here on these wing nuts right here, and then hinges up, and then you can get in there to the water basin and clean it out. And I'm gonna show you that process here. So I took the wing nuts off, and as you can see, it hinges up. It's got a couple tubes there that hold these floating devices, what they call thermal caps, in there, and you can see the float in the middle. And you can see the iron water and such. You know, when the cows drink, they got hay in their mouth and that gets the thing dirty. So I got to give it a scrub in here. I got this brush. It is a like a toilet bowl brush, but it's a clean one that I use purposely for their Ritchie waters and their other waters that I place out here periodically. Works good for scrubbing and cleaning and all that stuff. So I got to get to it. There's a drain over here in the corner, so I try to work it over to the corner drain while holding up the float to prevent water from coming out. And then that carries it out to the side here and gets it out of the watering basin. So the cows suck their water up. They stick their muzzles, their nose and lips into the water, and they actually suck the water up. They don't lap it like a dog. Not sure how many people knew that or care, but so when they stick their snouts through these tubes and are able to suck that water up, the float goes down and refills the basin back up as they're drinking water. All right, clean. All right, so that automatically filled back up to its full. Here's where the water was coming out here as I was cleaning it. It has this side discharge, so it never like overflows and internally gets flooded. It'll come out through this side tube if it gets too full. This is the internal workings of it. So and I'll show a graphic there, but the tube goes down into the ground. Six to 8 feet. Frost line here is like 6 feet, so we got to be pretty deep so we don't freeze. And then also coming over there is electric. So that white box there is the electric that was ran along with the water. And then in the bottom of this, underneath, there's some heaters in the bottom of this metal basin that I was just cleaning. And that keeps it thawed out in the wintertime. And then also you see that white looking wire there. Those are heat cables. So that wraps on and goes down into the pipe to keep this all working in the wintertime. And you can see how thick the walls are in this, and it's insulated. And man, I tell you what, it's really worked well, and hadn't had any issues with it at all. And you get water year round, especially in the winter times when it's not freezing. And then also that pipe goes down. You can see how thick that pipe is that goes into the ground, how thick that is. That's their thermal tube that they refer to. And then the water pipe goes down into the ground, and then finally it goes down deep enough where it actually gets the thermal temperature from the ground. Also plays a part in keeping this thawed under the water here for the winter time. So I'll get this button back up. So this is called the EcoFount 2. They make a single version of this where it's just one round part, and but I just went ahead and got the 2. Gives you the opportunity, if you ever need to put a gate across here and to separate some animals if you need to, and then you got a water on both sides of that gate if you need to. And so just trying to think ahead of possibilities of what be needed in that. But so this is the Ritchie EcoFount 2. I would highly recommend it, and you'll get years and years of service out of it without having to do anything just short of cleaning it periodically to keep the water clean to your animals. Thanks for watching.